When I quit drinking, cravings and triggers had the potential of overwhelming me to the point that I had a return to use, that I had that relapse, that I had that slip. I honestly don't know how I made it through those first few days, but I did. I just distracted myself enough to make it through them. The thing is, I didn't do a lot of thought work on following up on those cravings and triggers. I was just getting through them. I get asked this question a lot. How do you deal with cravings and triggers, especially early in sobriety? And I recommend one tool the very first time I meet with my clients, and that is a 3Ds worksheet: delay, distract, and decide. Use the opportunity to delay your decision making, distract yourself for a little while, and then this really critical part, which is following up on the trigger and craving you just had, making sure you stayed in alignment with what you wanted to do, and exploring the trigger. Where did it come from, so that you can be more aware of it in the future? That is a step that I missed. The next thing that I recommend to everybody is a signals list. Often, before we even get to triggers, we have signals in our lives that are indicating that we are moving ever so slightly off path. This is a really important thing because you can recognize problems before they present themselves. Things like clenching my jaw, not getting enough sleep, not making my bed every day, not going for a walk or exercising. These are indicators, snapping at my kids or my wife, indicators that I am off path before a trigger or craving starts. The last thing is making sure that you're backing up from any potential trigger and pre-planning. This can look like doing a shift worksheet and making sure that you're aware of your intentions and your emotions and the triggers, but it can also look like just being aware of timing in your life. Often our cravings come on at certain times of the day, maybe after work or when we get up in the morning. Morning is a little bit tougher. That was a trigger for me. But afternoon, you can back up a little bit. So if your trigger normally hits or the craving starts to hit you at 5 or 5:30, back up to 2 or 3 in the afternoon when that anticipatory dopamine starts to kick in. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Some proactive self-care, maybe a meditation, listening to a podcast. Whatever you can do to settle in a little bit, knowing that that trigger is going to come, you've reduced your stress level and that emotional overwhelm going in to that trigger, and so you're better prepared to deal with it.